Hi, Chris Newett here from Aventa Group. This morning we're in Queen Street doing a final clean on an office fit out. Come and take a look, I'll show you through what we're going to do. So in the meeting room area here, we're going to damp wipe the table, vacuum the soft furnishing. We're also going to wipe and remove any of the gyprock dust from the legs of the chair and the legs of the table. Over here on the fixtures, you can see there's a fair bit of gyprock dust. We're going to clean that off the top, damp wipe any of the shelving and also clean up the hinges on the inside. We'll be looking for any pencil marks and sticky tape to remove on the way as well. Giving the soft furnishings a bit of a general dust and a vacuum, and then cleaning up the carpet in here as well. Out in the office areas, the guys have already got started. We'll be damp wiping the tables, the desks, damp wiping the chairs, the black office chairs. They get a lot of gyprock dust on them as well, so we're going to clean the legs and the pedals underneath there. Out in this area there's about 15 or 17 large perimeter windows. We'll be squeegeeing those to clean up any of the dust that's on the inside, cleaning up the window sills and the skirtings around the bottom. Once again, removing sticky tape from the likes of the skirtings, looking for any marks on the white walls, and then cleaning up the power points and the light switches. It's vinyl floor in this area, so we'll be giving it a vacuum and a hard mop as well. In the meeting area, there's a fair bit of debris on the carpet. This has been one of the major walkways, so there's a fair bit of sawdust and just general dust and dirt. We'll be giving the carpet a good hard vacuum, vacuuming the soft furnishings here, and once again damp wiping the table. We don't like to use dusters because we find it just moves the dirt. The damp wiping process actually removes and cleans and captures the dirt as we go in our microfiber cloths. In the kitchenette area, there's gyprock dust on the floor and sawdust as well, so we're giving a good hard vacuum, good hard mop. Once again, damp wiping any of the tables and chairs, and then there's a small kitchenette as well, so we'll be wiping out all the shelves, cleaning those up. Once again, pencil marks, hinges, cleaning up the kitchenette and inside the drawers. So once we're done through here, we'll be doing the high dusting up in these areas. Now, because we're on the 9th level with this particular job, any of the trades that have come in here to do any work have come up through the lifts and through the foyer. So the builders here have laid a sticky protective film over the foyer tiles. And that's been ripped up before we've come in today, but it's left some sticky residue. So we'll be using a bit of hard detergent to lift that sticky residue from the floor and clean up the foyer tiles. That's what we'll do on the way out the door as our last thing. Come and take a look. So as I mentioned before, we don't use feather dusters when we're builders cleaning. And the reason why we don't do that is because when we come through with a feather duster and fluff all the dust up into the air, it comes back and lands on the same surface we just cleaned it from. What we do is we damp wipe. Now what a lot of people are tempted to do is go and get a cloth, take it to the tap, wet the cloth and wipe it over the surface. What you find after you leave though is it actually leaves watermarks all on the surfaces that you've tried to clean. So we use window cleaner. Window cleaner actually flashes off the surface like metho and that sort of thing. Obviously for cleaning windows, it leaves the surface streak free and clean. So we actually mist the window cleaner onto the microfiber cloth and then wipe the surface to clean it up. And then towards the end, you can actually buff the surface by rubbing it a lot quicker. And that leaves the surface clean, streak free, there's no watermarks, and it's nice and clean and good to go. So when we're builders cleaning, there's a few things we do differently to what we'd normally do when we're just doing a normal office clean. Some of the things we do is we use specific tools. Now, for doing our dusting, removing gyprock dust from the window sills and the skirtings, we use this is a very well used one. You can see we use a brush that's got a horsehair blend, as opposed to what you get with most vacuum cleaners, which is a plastic polypropylene brush. This one's horsehair. The horsehair is actually anti-static, so it doesn't, you can see this one here catches a lot of the dust and fluff in the actual brush. This one here doesn't catch it, and so it actually gets sucked away instead of just getting caught in the brush. So it's got a rubber coating on it, so if we do bump any of the white paint on the wall or anything like that, it doesn't scratch and it doesn't scuff. But yeah, horsehair blend, anti-static, so it cleans a lot better. So when we're builders cleaning, the vacuum cleaner bag we use is different to when we're doing a normal office clean. Typically when we're office cleaning we use a disposable paper bag, but when we're builders cleaning we use these cloth bags, which are still disposable, but the cloth bags are multi-layered, so they allow the vacuum cleaner to breathe better when it's sucking up gyprock dust and plaster dust. When we're using razor blades or scraper blades on surfaces, we always wet the surface down first, particularly on window sills and glass. Now, if the glass has got a tint on the inside, it's even harder to clean, so it's got to be wet. If it's dry, what we find is when we've scraped at it, it leaves fine scratches, but when it's wet, it doesn't leave the fine scratches. Alright, final cleaning in Queen Street's all done. The office fit out's all clean and ready to go to hand over. Just taking the last couple of fingerprints off the light diffusers, a little bit of light dusting, and that's a wrap.